must slurp coffee to annoy idiots. Has to be done. What are we doing today? We are doing Olias of Sunhillow by John Anderson. It is an album that was out in 1976 and has been reissued on the Esoteric / Cherry Red record label. Yeah, I wasn't going to cover this because it's boring. But hey, I'm back, apparently. I'm back. Never been away. Yeah, there's a lot of reissues, isn't there? There's a lot of reissues, and it comes to the point where you ask yourself, why is there a reissue? Why do we need this? Does this bring anything new to the proceedings? I know this has been on CD before. I think there have been various iterations. I should really look it up. I should really do my research, but hey, that'd be like doing homework. And again, I must annoy the noddies. I don't do the research because I'm me. And this is not an essay. This is an opinion piece. Yeah, so I wasn't really going to cover this because looking at it, there's nothing here of interest to me. How so? Well, you see, I bought my copy for £1 back in the day, and I've got it over there. In fact, I'm going to get it. See, this is my copy. This is my vinyl copy that I got for £1. Look at it. Look at it. It's in good nick. It is. You see. Oh, Darren, why don't you show us your vinyl collection? What am I doing? You're in now, you plum. See, look. Isn't that good? And yet, there you go. And, yeah, isn't it? It's good, that, isn't it? And yeah, and there's a record in there. Trust me, there's a record in there. I know, I'll get it all out. But yeah, it's got all the artwork and stuff, and tells a little story about Olias and the Morglade Mover and the 4 tribes and exploding volcanoes and whatever it is about. I don't know. But the most important thing is I got it for £1 back in the day, and it still sounds alright, even though the vinyl is incredibly thin. For it is 1976, and it's when they started doing thin pressings because of the oil crisis. Who remembers the oil crisis? I got the recycle vinyl blues. So anyway, I had no interest, zero interest in this, but I thought I'd get it because hey, it's something to do. And look, you can see just how tiny everything is. Look, how tiny. Look, it's all tiny and small. Everything's small, and you can't read it. So what is it? It's is it a new stereo master? That's all they've done is they've put the tape back in the machine again and done a new dub of it. And there's a surround sound up mix. Yeah, that means that they can't find the original master tapes and they can't do a proper surround sound mix. So it's a pseudo surrounds. They put it through there are various plugins and things that you can do, and it gives dimension to the mix. And there's a high res thing on the DVD. What does it sound like? It sounds like a CD. It sounds alright. I prefer my vinyl, but the CD, yeah, it's alright. The DVD, it's alright. Yeah, the funny thing is it's good. The upmix actually I think is works well because it's got that kind of homespun analogy feel to it, because there's nothing whizzing around. And it is you're just kind of in the middle of the mix. And I've got a button on my amp that does that with the stereo source, so, But yeah, if you want to feel like you're sitting in the middle of it, you know, it's all right. It's not really surround sound though. It's just you're just sitting in the middle of it. It's not real. It's not real. And that's it really. It's okay. I mean, it's, you know, the packaging's okay. It's in a nice little, if you like that kind of thing. Personally, I don't like the plastic. Can't we do it all paper and be environmentally friendly? The only reason, again, the only benefit of this, buying it, is there's an interview with Malcolm Dome. Malcolm Dome conducts an interview with John Anderson, and he talks about the making of and explains, you know, what the album's about, and gives some insight. And that's nice. Hard to read. Booklet's really small. Type high. Yeah. You'd think they'd make the type bigger for us old farts, wouldn't you? They know the audience is going to be the old people reliving their youth. I was 5 years old when this was out, so it was not aimed at me. I'm far too youthful for this market. So yeah, you're really basically buying it for the booklet. If you already own this on another version of the CD or a vinyl. But if you don't own it, by all means buy it, because it's the best version there is. However, wait there. Annoy the banging, it's the neighbours. But wait there. There is more. For this record store day, in the year of our Lord 2021, they are reissuing, as I predicted in the live stream, this on vinyl. But it's going to be 180 gram vinyl, not the 300 gram vinyl that I jokingly referred to. So yeah, if you want the authentic experience, wait for that rather than this. But I don't know if there'll be the interview. It'd be interesting if they replicated the booklet with the interview in. But again, it's a shame that there wasn't any bonus tracks, any single mixes. It's a shame that the interview wasn't on the DVD, that it was a filmed interview, and we can see, you know, Mr. Accrington Stanley telling us, I won't do the impression, I promise, telling us about the making, you know, face to face. It would have built added value to the proceedings, but you know, it is a very, you know, this is a functional reissue. It's functional, and you've got to remember that, you know. It's for those people that don't own any copies of it. If you already own a copy, just the booklet, or unless you really, really must have a remastered stereo mix. You know, it's a very, like I say, very analogy, homespun mix anyway. You know, so I wouldn't want this album to be polished up too much, because you might hear the joins, you might hear the edits, as it were. So I like it being a bit gronky. I like it a little bit, you know, thick. I think it adds to. I like the idea of John Anderson in his studio banging away on various percussion, and it all being a bit, you know, on you know, thick on the tape. I like that. That pleases me. So yeah, I mean, again, I wish I could tell you more, but there's not much more to tell you other than I really enjoyed reading the booklet, and everything else was okay. Not remarkable, just okay, functional, and that's what it is. And it's a shame that, again, I imagine it's due to well, obviously the tape's not being available, but obviously there aren't any single mixes or, you know, edits that are out there because the tapes ain't available. But it does make you wonder what master they used, if the actual, and there must be a, you know, usually if there are any single edits or other mixes, are usually with the original with the actual master, stereo master tape. There's usually a dub on the end of that, but I don't know. It is what it is, and that's that. Are you happy now? Are you happy that I'm back? Never been anywhere. Still here. And hopefully this has been a functional review. Though some people say, "Oh, you haven't done your homework. Oh, you slurp coffee, whatnot." You didn't do your research. So yeah. So I'm sorry about that. It's just me talking about what it is. In terms of a rating, again, this is difficult because I'd never buy this, and I wouldn't recommend you buy this if you own it in any other format, because it's really for those who don't own it. That is the be all and end all, and in that respect, it you know, it serves a purpose. But how do I rate it? You know, so just 3 more Glade movers out of 5, I suppose, because there isn't anything extra here. Again, the packaging, they've done a good job with the packaging. I can't complain about that. Again, it's a package, it's nice. But if you've had any other experience with this record, whether it be via vinyl or via one of the many CD pressings in the past, I think you're just going to go, and put it on the shelf. Okay, there you go. That's it. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you're happy now. And that's that. There's only one more thing left to say, and that is I've been, for your unadulterated joy, I've been Darren Locke. And this has been John Anderson's Olias of Sunhillow, the reissue 2021 from Esoteric / Cherry Red Records. And they're very good at what they do. You know, again, their reissue campaigns are, you know, I don't have anything against them. I think, you know, it's perfectly okay. But you need more to make it exciting. You know, it needs to be more, and there isn't any more. However, John Anderson has threatened to release the sequel, which he's been talking about for the last, 20 years, I think. I'm sure it's been 20 years he's been threatening. It might even be 30 years, threatening to do the sequel to Olias of Sunhillow. Olias of Sunhillow 2, Electric Boogaloo, coming to Esoteric Records in the far-flung future. And that's that. There's only one more thing left to say, and that is Prog on!